Hello everyone, this is Christian Modexton Interactive, and in this video we are going to create a new view, just a very simple view for us to put what I'm going to call a portfolio planner in, and we'll also then create our first new model for it, which you'll see here is this portfolio category model. So I'm going to break it into a somewhat short video today just because going through this step with the store and all that would make an extremely long video in this, so I said we'll take care of those two things in this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. So of course, to start with, thank you for taking the time to watch the video and for subscribing. And hopefully, if you're not a subscriber, you will consider subscribing to the channel. So the first thing that we're going to start with is adding a new view. So we'll go into our views folder here, new file. I'm going to call it planner.view. For now, we'll just put a template up here and a real simple single div. That's all we'll need for now for that. So my intention is to add a new button to our navigation here. So the first thing I want to do before actually adding the button is getting a new icon for it. I think the icon that we're going to use is a pie chart. So we import the pie chart. We have to add it to our library. Perfect. So now we can save that. And we're going to want, if we're going to have a button there, we'll need a route for it. So inside of our components folder, routing types is where we're specifying the enum for our routes. We'll add one, new enum. So that's good. Of course, to route, we need to go to our routing service and create a new route. Let's go ahead and put it, I guess, right here, semi-alphabetical. So we have our planner. It's a new route entry. Let's go ahead and steal this at least. Well, let's steal it all and copy and paste. So we have our component. Give it a new bundle. And let's point to the planner.view. Let's just take this, so we'll give it the name. We'll use that path. And the parent, we'll just put that home, and we'll go and get our planner enum that we just created. So there's a route entry, and we just have to add it to the routes here. Perfect. So now we'll have a route available for it. And we have inside of our components, since I've already got them open, components, there's the main nav folder, and then we have the main nav, where we have all of our buttons being specified. So let's add another one here. And this icon, what was it again? Chart-pie. Give it planner as the text, and we have to specify down here private read only planner. Perfect. Now we have planner route. Let's go ahead and save that, and of course we now have our new button appearing. If I click on that button and go to the planner, so that's good, that's working. One thing we do notice here, and I'm not too keen on, is as you get closer to the using up all the space, we start to get these little white bands next to the outsides of the sort of navigation bar, and we're going to get rid of that by going into the main nav folder again, and we have the nav button. So our nav button, all we need is a styling for it. I want them to take up all of the space. So we'll just put flex 1 for all the buttons. That way they equally share the space. Alright, so that was all getting this route going. So what I want to do now is, so inside of a planner, we'll have a plan, and that plan will then be the way that we specify. So on all of our account securities, we have a category associated with them. We're going to use that category to say, hey, you know, this amount are in this category and there should be this amount, that type of thing. So we need a way in our plan to say this category should have this percentage of securities. So we'll start with closing that up, and in the store, just give us a new file here, and I called it portfolio category model. Perfect. Okay, so in here, what we'll do is import from store/security category model. All right, so we'll export the interface. That will be the configuration for a portfolio category model. We'll have a category ID, which is a number, which will come from that security category. Have its own ID, you know, for storing in our store. Like I said, we'll have a percent for it. And once we have, we'll create it, probably next video here, we'll have to create the actual plan, the portfolio plan. So we'll have this portfolio ID to point to that. So let's export this class, portfolio category model. We talked about it. We'll have our category, and that's going to be a security category model, or null if it's not set. We'll have our category ID, which is of course our number, our ID, the percent, and the portfolio ID, which is a number again. So we just want our getters and setters for these things. Get the category, public get category ID, I know I've talked about it before. In the end, we're going to want to be able to set this category, but I don't want to have to type what we're setting to be either security category or null. I want it to be a security category. So we're going to handle that through a method instead of a setter. But for the numbers, we can just do it here. Category ID. Perfect. So we have category ID. We need the ID. Set ID. No. This dot. What else are we looking at? We need the percent and the, so percent. We need to be able to set that. This dot percent. And the last one we need for now is the ID. Portfolio ID. So we can get it What's my problem? Oh, making stuff up. Let's take that. I guess should make that one set. Get portfolio ID and return this. No equal sign. Okay, so we've got that all done. Of course, we still have our squigglies because we have to define or set those things in the constructor. So we'll have a constructor. We'll take in our config. And so we'll have this category ID. We'll have this dot ID. Config dot percent. Perfect. And last up, like I said, what I want is to have a way to set the category. So we'll have a method set category. So we'll pass in that category, which is a security category model. And now we'll say this dot category. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and save that. So unfortunately, outside of our little setting up the view for the planner, we won't see anything quite yet. I think just to break things up, what we'll do is stop with this video now. In the next one, we'll create the portfolio itself and go through the steps to add all of that. I think go through the steps to add all of that to the store, so then we'll be able to see at least that we'll have some initial data when we're in development in the store. But I think we'll go ahead and wait for the next video to see that. So until then, I will talk to you later. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. I know that your time is valuable. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and click the thumbs up button, as well as share the video with your friends. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. And once again, thank you, and I will talk to you in the next video.